When prospects are scrolling your social pages, they're not looking for perfection, they're looking for reassurance. They're asking, can I trust what I'm seeing? Do people actually live their lives here? What does this place feel like when the leasing office is closed? And am I going to feel at ease here, not just wowed in the moment, right? And empty spaces or perfectly polished photos, that doesn't answer that. Real life does. But we still have to keep it professional, right? We're not just going to air out everything because we've all been there on a Monday when the dumpster's overflowing or there's been an emergency or things don't look just as great as they will. So we're going to talk today about a strategy to meet in the middle there. Spark is going to help you execute this in this month's resource kit because once you understand the shift, this is where the execution really matters. Inside the kit, we're giving you two social templates that you can use. One is meant to feature a real resident testimonial, and then the second is a flexible one that you can use to capture anything that you're wanting to do. So you can switch out the tagline based on what I'm going to talk about today. But these are meant to really set up the what is it really like behind the curtains type of a feel. So your try it this week is to create a what's it really like post for social media. And I think this would be a really great series, something that you do consistently. Now this can be a carousel, a reel, or a carousel that mixes photos and some short video clips. I think the combo of both can be really powerful. Remember, the format is flexible, but our honesty is not. We're really wanting to showcase the real life behind all the polished marketing. So how do you structure the post? First of all, you can start with a clear expectation. That's where that cover image says what it's really like at our community. And it can be specific, what it's really like at the dog park, what it's really like in the evenings, what it's really like on the weekends or at events. Those are some of the ones that we've put together for our members. And from there, you're going to showcase real moments that help answer that question. So choose a few moments that feel natural. Maybe the dog park while it's bustling and there's different people there with their dogs. Nothing super fancy, nothing polished, but just showing the real excitement. A random weekday evening with residents outside, maybe just a video of you driving through. The community on the weekend, maybe it's like amenities in use or doing a top like favorite amenities and you're showcasing maybe not people's faces, but the backs of people using them. You could do a quick drive through at the property at any given time or videos of an actual event that showcase the event in action. And then a walkthrough showing lights, movement, or energy, anything that feels true to life. You don't need faces, but you can show pets, movement, backs, hands, wide shots. Normal is the goal, right? We're just trying to showcase life at our community. Now, if you want to make this really powerful, pair it with a resident voice. This is going to be huge. When you put a resident testimonial with this, then it can be a written quote over a photo, text on a screen paired with a video or a short casual video clip. Something simple can work best. And again, just highlight that specific resident. So here's something I was thinking about. You could have the cover image that says like what it's really like at pet friendly, pet park, or let's say what it's really like on the weekends. Then you could do a video of a drive through on the weekend. You could even do a few still shots of the different amenities. And then you could say, hear it from a resident and have a resident say, the weekend is my favorite place here to wind down. I love utilizing whatever. Again, you want real life testimonials, but pick ones that pair well with what you are talking about. In a trust recession, transparency is what's going to win. This kind of content lowers skepticism and it builds comfort before the tour. So if you have a series like this that people can binge before they tour, that level of mistrust is going to go way down. So they're walking in the door already with a higher level of trust. So it's building that comfort before the tour. It helps the right prospects self-select and it makes your community feel familiar even before they visited. I also find this to be a great follow-up tool. So after somebody's toured, if they haven't seen your social, sending them specific posts and saying, hey, here's what it's really, and telling them it's a series. Now, you're not trying to sell a fake story. You're letting people see the real story, the real truth behind your community with a little bit of marketing edits. So this is exactly why Spark is focused on helping you bring your community to life. It's those specific moments that make you unique, and every community is different. So one testimonial focused social template, one flexible real life template, and some prompts that guide you without having to second guess yourself. That's what you get inside of Spark this month in the resource kit. So make sure you grab it. And if you're not in there yet, go to sparkwithsprout.com and you can use the code podcast to get your first 3 months for $15. It's the best value. You're pulling back the curtain and we are giving you the structure to do that. So that's your try it for this week. Something super simple. Show what life is really like behind the veil, behind the curtain. That's where trust is built. So next up, we're going to have another try it next week. So make sure that you join me. See you guys then. Bye. All right, friend, that's your small action for this week. But don't let this idea sit. The Spark Resource Kit is at sparkwithsprout.com, and it's there to help you put this into action with a lot less stress. And remember, it's the small actions that build strong communities and even stronger managers. I'll see you guys next time.